Me and my now ex-wife dated for 3 years before I married her. I'm 24, and she's a few months older than me. When we dated, I was a 100% provider, meaning I've paid 100% of the bills so that she could stay at home and live a relaxing lifestyle. During that time we were dating, I introduced her to my favorite mobile video game called Call of Duty Mobile, or CODM for short. I hoped it would help her pass the time in between chores, waiting for me to come home. She loved it, but she loved it a little too much. She started playing it every day, even when I was home from a 16-hour shift. I didn't mind the quiet, but I was starting to lose her to this game. She actually played it so often that she became one of the top-ranked players in the entire world. Like top 0.01% good. Obviously, I was impressed and encouraged her to do what I thought made her happy until it became a bigger problem later. Some time goes by, I decide it's time to level up our lives and go big time. I married her, joined the army, and during the 6 months of military training, she felt cold and distant on the phone. She wouldn't reply to my messages, answer my calls, or if she did answer a call, she was always in the middle of a game and couldn't give me her full, undivided attention. Anyways, flew her out to be with me on my big graduation day, one of my proudest and most memorable days of my life. The day I saw her for the first time in over 6 months, I find out she had met another man on the game. I found out by her swiping through my graduation photos that she took on her phone, and she accidentally swiped too far when she was showing me the photos, and it showed a screenshot of a conversation with her and another man. I looked at it, questioned her about it, and realized that this is why she became so cold and distant while I was away, forming the pathway for our future together. I eventually decided that she either needed to delete the game, or that would be the end of us. She told me on the spot, 30 minutes after I graduated training, that she would rather keep the game rather than our marriage. At that moment, I walked her to the big gate at the front of the military base, dropped her off there, and said, "You hurt me real bad. You've been cheating on me. This is the last time you will ever see me again." And I walked back inside the base to celebrate with my graduating class. I was devastated and prepared to leave her ASAP. A couple weeks go by. Somehow she and her entire family convinced me to forgive her and continue on with our marriage. Now, at this point, I am in processing at my first duty station, and it's time to start looking for a home for the both of us. We pick out a nice place for a reasonable price, and together we drive 1,000 miles in a U-Haul, total home and back miles, to grab all of our belongings and move into our first home. A month after we've moved in, I get that funny feeling again, so I asked her if I could check her phone. Somehow she had found a way to hide certain apps from showing up on her app list on her phone. But I was able to find the hidden Discord app on her phone just by searching what app she was using the most in her settings, also known as screen time. I open the app and find 3 different conversations with 3 different men, stretching back at least 2 or 3 months, around the time I was nearing the end of my training. She told me she met the guys in CODM, and they were just friends. Ha ha ha. I read through everything and was completely and utterly disgusted by what I saw. I didn't just see cute nicknames for each other and a few heart emojis here and there. It was full-on nudes, call logs showing that they were on the phone together every single day. including when I was at work doing my actual job after we had finally moved in together. And her talking shit about me to all these strangers she had never met before. I took her phone, that I paid for, and was in my name, locked the bedroom door. She slept on the couch that night, and called her mom asking her to pick her daughter up that next day. She moved out. I divorced her. Now I have to also move out of the place I bought. When you become single in the military, they won't give you housing payments anymore. And I need to sell all of my furniture quickly. Now I'm single, about to move into the barracks, but at least I have a pretty cool job. Right? This isn't one of those, I'm an 18-year-old boy who married a stripper and was surprised to find out she might cheat on me. Boo-hoo army stories. This was my woman. My wife. Her face was implanted in the vision of my future, and I lost her to a video game that happened to have other men on it. That also happened to be pretty good at the game itself. I often ask myself why she would choose a low-life loser who plays video games all day over me, who is actively doing real and big adult things to create a beautiful life for my wife and my future children. And the answer I've landed on is excitement. Those random loser kiddo boys in a video game chat lobby made her feel more excited and seen than the man who took charge of his own life to give her a better one. Video game addiction is real, and you can lose your significant other to it in more ways than just the game itself, but the people they meet in the games, too. By the way, none of the men she met live in the United States at all. They just made her feel something new and exciting. And that's my story. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'm better now. My family, friends, and chain of command have done their part to support me through this, and I'm a firm believer that life will only get better from here for me.